Hi, everybody. I am absolutely delighted to be here today. I have to say, um, I would have loved to be there in person. Um, I'm afraid this is not possible. Um, I also have to confess, this is unprepared. It's 11:45 at night on a what are we? I have no idea what day we are on a Tuesday, I think. Um, but it was really important for me to sort of share with you my my views and help you succeed in a non-traditional career still today, right? um so despite the fact that it's unprepared, I've got two young children, that keep waking up in the middle of the night. I just closed an investment round. I'm running a company, a startup. So I'm exhausted and I still want to be here. So please take me as I am today. Um, so the key questions that I I was asked to answer, one of them was, well, what is my action plan for achieving my career goals? And to this, I wanted to answer that I don't have a career goal. Um, I have life goals. So my life goals are to be the best mum, right? And to give my children the self-confidence to love themselves as they are above everything else, right? To have that deep sense of self-satisfaction and self-love. And I feel that if everybody in the world started life with that, there wouldn't be any conflict. It's that simple. And I want to bring that into my career, create a product that is built for good, that empowers other to do good through data, and that will leave the planet in a better state than before the existence of the product. So that's my career and life goals. So my career, in a sense, is embedded in my life goal desires, if you will. Another question that I wanted to share my thoughts on is was related to factors that are affected a woman's career in remote sensing. And I mean, for me, it's the elephant in the room, right? Is well, for many, it may seem like a limiting factor. Um, I think it's an element of growth. So I'm going to talk about children. So um, I think the fact that children are considered a limiting factor is partly because of the systematic and the infrastructure in place that are limiting. It has nothing to do with the fact that women have children. Um, the schools here finish at 3, sometimes 2:30, 3 o'clock. The nursery, I live in the UK, right? And different countries have different systems. But nurseries or kindergarten, however you call it, are exorbitantly expensive. So these are infrastructural elements that will limit a woman's career just because it's the infrastructure that is not in place. Beyond the infrastructure, what children give you is is a huge amount of strength, something that actually propel, I would argue, my career. Um, the ability to focus, the ability to prioritize, the ability to maintain a quality of life and a focus on what matters and what really makes a difference. Um, the the increased ability to empathize with others, um, an increased capacity for love, and ultimately um, that drives a better society. Bottom line, um, a a greater desire to be a better leader, to understand oneself, want to regulate emotion. Honestly, the list is endless. Without children, I wouldn't be where I am today. So, so it can be a limiting factor, but it also can be a strength. Um, then there are other factors that we often perhaps don't speak about: hormonal changes, periods, menopause, all these things, as long as they remain taboo, will never be fully recognized in society. The more we share them and the more we are truly authentic about the way it affects our life, the more we're able to accept them as a norm. This is just life. Yeah. And again, the fact that for many we're able uh, to lead like strong leadership position with, all sorts of fluctuation in hormonal changes in our bodies is incredible. When a crisis comes, if you're able to deal with leadership in normal circumstances, you are so well prepared for leading in leadership in all sorts of circumstances. So I do think um, this need to be addressed in society. This is being a human, this is human being. How can we support each other? And there's another question here, which is I'm scrolling down. How do you think we and other allies can support you? Well, join my team for one. We've got lots of roles in data science. We're looking for experts in Google Earth Engine. So if any one of you is interested in joining, we work remotely, obviously have a very good work-life balance, all these things. Um, but I think the best way we can support each other is by being vulnerable. And let me explain this. So there's this fantastic researcher in the US that works on vulnerability and empathy called Brene, Brene Brown. I invite you to listen to her. She is wonderful. And it's all about our ability to connect to each other and how powerful this is. So I would invite you and I would invite everybody here to be to look at building connections with others to support each other. So there are great moments in life and there are dark moments in life. And whether that's in remote sensing or any other field, if we can create a chain of support around us that is rooted in empathy, I mean, it can be life changing. So I would really, really stress that the best way to support each other is to empower each other in being truly authentic with ourselves and with others, and in being authentic and empathize with others. So the last question was, let's say all our organization achieve their vision and mission. How do you think remote sensing world looks like? Well, I'm not sure remote sensing would be needed as much. Um, I think the remote sensing world would be less opaque, less difficult to enter, more more conversational, part of everyday life. Um, and it would drive real positive impact in the world. So, on that note, I I want to say thank you very much for inviting me to come. I wish you all the best, and I wish I were there with you all and to meet you in person, and hopefully we'll get this chance very soon. Thank you very much.